my knee.
Who cares about your dumb old knee? Now be quiet and stay down, okay? Welcome to the Disney Scrapbook, where together we take a journey to explore Disney history from 50 years ago. My name is Nolan. Today, I thought we would take a look at the Disney live-action film that was immensely talented Jodie Foster's movie debut, Napoleon and Samantha, released in the U.S. on July 5th, 1972. This film magically combines children, animals, and nature, excitingly brought together in this dramatic and touching adventure feature, starring Michael Douglas and Geer, with Johnny Whitaker and Jodie Foster in the title roles. The screenplay for this film was written by newcomer to the scene, Stuart Raffill, who grew up on a horse farm in Coventry, England, and emigrated to the US when he was 18, where he began training wild animals for the motion picture industry, and was even a stunt double on the Tarzan movies. Working with many celebrated writers, actors, and directors, he began writing his own scripts. Napoleon and Samantha was the second script he wrote. He is now famous for directing some cult movies, such as The Ice Pirates, Mac and Me, Tammy and the T-Rex, and The Philadelphia Experiment. Upon the death of his beloved guardian grandfather, the animal-loving Napoleon Wilson secretly buries him with the help of a casual acquaintance, Danny, in the hopes that the townspeople will not force him to give up his pet lion Major, who lives in the chicken house and drinks gallons of milk. Fearing that people will eventually send him to an orphanage, Napoleon, his young friend Samantha, and Major embark on a perilous journey in search of Danny, who is living in the mountains of Northwest America. Along the way, the children encounter many dangers, ferocious forest predators and a dangerous drifter, and the pursuing police add excitement to the conclusion of this tale. After weeks of scouting locations, producer Winston Hibbler decided to film the picture in its entirety in the Strawberry Mountains wilderness area of eastern Oregon. It was just the right terrain for the unusual story, which was highlighted by a lion-cougar chase and a lion-bear fight. The rugged 33,000 acres of unspoiled terrain contains the longest stand of ponderosa pines in the world. Filming also took place in the local historical towns of John Day and Canyon City, with the backdrops of breathtaking scenery. Disney legend Winston Hibbler, the producer of this film, who started with Disney as a cameraman in 1942, is probably best known as the voice of the narrator of the Academy Award-winning nature series Disney's True Life Adventures. He was also a director and screenwriter, and even a songwriter for the lyrics to Following the Leader in Peter Pan and Once Upon a Dream for Sleeping Beauty. Although Napoleon and Samantha was not the first film that the talented Jodie Foster had worked on, it ended up being her film debut, as it was the first to be released. Previously, for Disney in 1970, she had played Sue Ellen McIver in the TV movie Menace on the Mountain. And of course, she would go on to gain many awards and accolades during her distinguished career. She is probably best known for her Academy Award-winning performance in the 1999 film The Silence of the Lambs. Her performance in Napoleon and Samantha is faultless as the young, loyal 8-year-old Samantha. In her interview on the extras of the Freaky Friday DVD, Jodie tells the tale of having finished shooting one day when one of the lions...
And he picked me up by my hip after shooting, and he turned me around and shook me a whole bunch of times, and I saw the whole world shake a lot in a horizontal position. As I was watching everybody run away from me, one of the trainers said, "Drop it." And the lion just went and just dropped me out of his mouth, and I went rolling down the hill.
Major, the main lion used, was a veteran actor from the Tarzan pictures with Mark Henry, and the TV series which starred Ron Ely. The 16-year-old, 500-pound gentle beast was of the rare black-maned Kenyan lion family. He was also in the Wacky Zoo of Morgan City on the TV anthology series Wonderful World of Disney. He was trained by the screenwriter for the film, Stuart Raffill. Johnny Whitaker, probably best known for his role as Jodie on the TV sitcom Family Affair, played the engaging role of 11-year-old Napoleon. This was his second film for Disney. His first having been The Biscuit Eater, which was first released on March 22nd, 1972. Just over 3 months before Napoleon and Samantha. I have previously reviewed The Biscuit Eater on this channel. I will leave a link to that in the description below. Johnny's performance here as Napoleon, as he deals with the difficult issues of loss and moving on, is both appealing and heart-wrenching. Grandpa Seth is endearingly played by veteran actor Geer, a trained botanist who started his acting career in touring shows. In 1928, he made his Broadway debut in Much Ado About Nothing. During the 1930s, he toured the country with government work camps of the Civilian Conservation Corps, accompanied by folk singers Woody Guthrie and Burl Ives, which you can read about in this book by Elizabeth Partridge. After becoming a member of the Communist Party in 1934, he was blacklisted by Hollywood, but he was able to rebuild his career by being cast as Grandpa on the Waltons TV series just after completing Napoleon and Samantha. Interestingly, the prim housekeeper in Napoleon and Samantha, Gertrude, is played by Ellen Corby, who was cast as Esther Walton, the grandmother on the Waltons TV series. Ellen was known for playing dour spinsters and gossipy neighbors, and fit the part of Gertrude perfectly. Danny, a soft-hearted grad student seeking summer work and living in the hills, is played by a young Michael Douglas, who is better known today for his Academy Award-winning role in the 1988 film Wall Street, and for producing One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in 1975. As Danny, his performance here is both believable and captivating. The clerk at the unemployment office is played by Mary Wicks, a face that is easily recognized by Disney fans from the Mickey Mouse Club serial Annette and the TV series Zorro. Director of photography Monroe P. Askins has done a wonderful job with this film of creating magical scenarios that are visual wonders with great light effects, clarity, and image quality. Disney legend Buddy Baker supplied the atmospheric music, which was nominated for the 1973 Oscar for Original Dramatic Score. Unfortunately, he lost out to Charlie Chaplin. Bernard McVitie was one of 3 brothers that had extensive directing careers at Disney. Napoleon and Samantha was his first film for this company. The title cards to this film are unique, with 3D collage filmed in a stop-motion fashion, with an interesting seamless transition to the start of the film. I enjoyed this film. It was a pleasant evening's entertainment, with some excellent performances by the main characters. It does, however, have a little racism at the beginning when Napoleon pretends to be a Native American, which some people may find objectionable. And I would not suggest feeding jelly beans to a horse, as Napoleon does to Charlie. However, this scene is excellent at establishing Napoleon as an animal lover. Unfortunately, I did find the scene with Michael Douglas on a motorcycle was a little longer than it needed to be, even though the scene was clever and creative. And there was a lack of tension built, and the danger that the character of Mark posed to the children, especially compared to the tension that was built up in the scenes where the lion chases the cougar and fights the bear. If you would like to watch this film for yourself, Disney's Napoleon and Samantha is available on iTunes, Amazon Prime, Google Play, and of course, DVD. If you enjoyed this type of 50th anniversary content, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I will be producing other 50th anniversary content throughout the year that will include reviews of Disney films, LPs, books, and theme park content. Thanks everybody for watching. TTFN. Ta-da for now.